Hello to anyone who's tuning in. I don't know. They've changed all the settings on YouTube live stream, so my apologies. It looks really jerky, doesn't it? This is kind of like a test just to see if it works. Obviously, I've been away for a little while, um, so yeah, just want to see if it works really before obviously sort of trying to schedule some more in or whatever, put some more videos out there. But yeah, just wanted to literally test it. I've got 10 minutes before the wife comes home, roughly, and then it won't bugger off. So, Oliver, nice to see you, mate. Thank you very much for your message. Smog, blimey, long time no speak, mate. As I said in my little ramble to myself at the beginning, this is literally just a test. YouTube have changed all like the live stream settings and stuff, so I don't necessarily know if it's going to work like it used to. I don't know, but obviously I've been away a while. I just want to let everyone know that I'm alive. I'm doing okay. I've just literally got home. As you can see, I've not even taken my jacket off. I just wanted to make sure it works okay, and then I can sort of schedule in when I'll get a chance to do some more. So, if you keep seeing me glance over to the side, it's because I've got my laptop, which has got the camera on it, and I've got my big monitor behind it, which has got the. It's a terrible setup, but honestly, once I get the basics working, I can come back and do some more. What happened to the girl sleeping? Oh, bloody hell! You know what? I don't know how much I told you about the girl sleeping in the tent at the end of my road. But there was a young lady, probably I'd say maybe mid late 20s, who was sleeping in the woodland. You can see behind me, that's the back of my garden. There's some woodland and stuff, and there's a woman out sleeping out there, rough. I tried to reach out to her. I don't know whether I told you all this. So I wrote her like a note to say, look, you know, I'm not scary. I'm all right if you want to talk to me. Blah blah blah. I talked about addiction issues and all the problems I'd had and stuff. And if she wanted to talk to me, then she could. That just approach me when next time you see me, because I always go for a walk around my estate. In the end, she disappeared. I don't know what happened to her. I know that the council came along and cleared away all her tents and stuff, but which sounds terrible, but by all reports, she actually wasn't a particularly nice person, and actually she came from quite a wealthy background, and she just disowned her parents and run away. I don't know. I don't know if that's the full story or whatever, but yeah, that's what I heard, and that's the last I heard of that. Really, it's a shame, really, because like I say, I thought she was someone who was genuinely down on her luck, so I sort of reached out to her to sort of see if I can help, not because I'm some sort of fucking martyr, just because, obviously I've been through a few shitty times myself. So yeah, anyway, let's see what everyone else has got to say. Someone online talk about not gambling. Yeah, I would, mate. I would love to. Like I say, this is literally a test, and I will. And actually, I think next weekend is it next weekend? Yeah, not this one coming, but the one after. My wife and my stepdaughter are away. They're going to Bournemouth for something. So I pretty much got the house to myself for like a couple of days. So I will try and like schedule in, maybe like an hour or something. Just I'll put an hour aside, and then you guys can just come online and we'll just have a chat, mate. Because it's weird, this YouTube thing, because like YouTube rewards you for keep uploading and keep uploading and keep uploading, keep it regular, keep it regular, keep it regular. The problem with that is that I don't always have stuff to talk about, and I can force myself to talk about stuff, and I can repeat the same stuff I said time and time again. And sometimes talking about the same stuff time and time again is really useful. Like when I always talk about payday, don't I? Like when it comes up to like a Friday on the last Friday of the month or whatever, I try and talk about payday and how to do something different every payday to sort of protect yourself against addiction. And I think that's useful. But I think just going over the same ground time and time again just to please the YouTube algorithm is not necessarily beneficial to people, apart from the fact it might mean that I reach more people. I don't know. Like I say, I've been kind of at a loss with YouTube, really, because I want to keep doing the Only Feel stuff. I want to still talk about addiction and trying to help people. Also, I quite enjoy making videos, and so I've been thinking about doing sort of other things like travel vlogs and stuff like that. But at the moment, I haven't got the money to do it. Quite honestly, I don't have the money to outlay to travel to places to record the videos, to do all that sort of stuff. So, anyway, Smoke, please keep them well. Always enjoy watching your videos while working. Thank you, mate. Hal02, apologies if that's A102 or whatever. How you doing, mate? Love your vids. Oh, thank you, mate. It's odd to hear people say they enjoy my videos because I mean, no doubt that like some of the stuff I say could be useful to people, right? I'm not going to be like super humble. I think my experiences could resonate with people, and that maybe they'll help people out. The videos themselves, I've always thought were a bit, well, let's for want of a better word, shit. It's normally just me in this sort of low format, low production value thing, rambling at a camera. And yeah, I mean, look, you know, it doesn't escape me. I've made so many videos and so many things talking about what I'm going to do with the channel and what I'm going to do this. I'm going to do podcasts. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, and I never have. And the reason I haven't is because what this channel has been built on is literally just me sharing my experiences. And it's the reason I've not made so many videos recently is because I kind of run out of experiences to share, you know? Like I say, I could talk about the same thing over and over and over again. There is a certain section of people that have told me that, actually, I don't know why I've got these AirPods in, they're not actually doing anything. There's a certain section of people that told me that if I start making other types of videos and travel videos and that, they'll watch me. And that's brilliant. And you know what? If I do start doing that, because I quite like the idea of doing YouTube videos, obviously I'll make a video on here pleading you to bugger off over there and subscribe. But in terms of the gambling stuff, which let's face it is the crux of this is why I do it. You know, apart from the sort of regular payday things, or if there's a certain gambling event coming up, maybe I'll talk about the Euros or whatever. Yeah, I don't really know, you know, what else to talk about. So I could sort of repeat myself just to, like I say, please the YouTube algorithm, or I could just kind of try and talk about something when I think it's worthy anyway. George, mate, pleasure to see you. Greece, aren't you? You're in Greece. Hope it's hope you're getting a better summer over there than you are over here, because our summer over here is terrible. But no, George, I really appreciate your continued support, mate. It's been fucking brilliant. And yeah, it's great to see so many of these old names that are still here and still watching and still supporting me and supporting the channel and all the rest of it. It really does it means a lot. It's why I do it, and it's why I'm still here and I'm trying to think about ways I can do it. I'm not doing this obviously for, you know, YouTube career. I'd love to build a career on YouTube because I love making videos, but this will not be it, because and I mean this with great respect to everyone I'm speaking to, trying to monetize a channel when your demographic you're appealing to are gambling addicts, myself included, then obviously it's never going to be particularly financially lucrative. So the reason I keep doing this, and the reason I keep trying to think of ways that I can make new videos and do new things, is because, you know, of you guys that have been around for so bloody long, you know. Oliver, not gambling is the most important topic for me. It's the difference between destruction and progressing with life finances. I agree with that, Oliver. The only thing I would extend that actually and say that the finances are definitely part of it. Of course, it would be remiss to not accept that, you know, difficulties and financial progress is a key thing when it comes to stopping gambling. I would suggest, though, that the financial side is it's a very obvious symptom and it's a very obvious side effect of recovery, but it's really not that important. It comes to a point where you don't want to have lots of money. You just want to not be lying awake at night stressing about money, and that's where I am. I don't like being able to sleep at night, not stressing about paying someone back or paying something back, and not waking up stupid early in the morning and remembering what you did the night before. They are, to me, the most important things. Like whether you've got money, whether you've not got any money, as long as you know that you can sleep at night. And if you haven't got money to go out and take your missus out for dinner, you haven't got money to buy stuff, you haven't got all that sort of stuff, doesn't matter. None of that, trust me, none of that matters, right? The financial recovery part is purely for peace of mind. It's not for, you know, any kind of affluence. Who do I fancy for the Euros? I don't know. I think England have got a great team. They've got a great squad. Whether or not they've got a great team, I think that's the thing. They've got a great squad. I don't know if they've got a great team, and I'll leave it at that. I'm quite out of touch with football, to be honest. I always think I love watching football, but I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Uncle Philly, Oh, Jesus, that sounds like kinky. Hello, mate. Nice time to wake up. What's your channel about? Time to wake up? It sounds like a channel that's been created for some specific purpose. I'll give it a look once I leave here, but obviously I can't leave here at the moment. Having a great summer in Greece, are you, mate? Maybe I have to come over to Greece at some point. Not suggesting. Obviously, Greece is a big ass place, isn't it? Because obviously it's got all the islands and stuff. But yeah. But you've seen the colour of me. I don't necessarily do well in the Mediterranean heat. Phil, I found your page. Honestly, it was a huge help for me to start gambling back in December. Down 2,600 quid. Franco, thank you very much for your kind words, mate. Hopefully the stuff on my channel will help. I would suggest maybe going back a bit because, like I say, I've been screening for content recently to try to make videos because that's what YouTube want. But if you go back a little while, you'll find the more sort of gritty, honest, open stuff. If you've lost £2,600, I believe that is, look, the only thing I can say to anyone who's in that situation is treat it as a learning curve. Treat it as a very expensive lesson. It's a horrible lesson, and it's a very expensive lesson that you didn't necessarily need to have if we took a different route. But if you are in that midst of gambling, then just like any loss, please use it as a kicking off point. Use it as a painful reminder. Use it as a reason to get into recovery and do stuff, because that way it's in essence, in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, it's money well spent, man. How can I go over the losses? And that's pretty much what I just said, man. Like you can't go over the losses by gambling. You can't go over the losses by trying to win the money back. And what you shouldn't do, which is what I did time and time again, so I'm not coming from a place of high horse, is you can't get over the losses by making or borrowing the money back. I used to do it all the time. I never borrowed money to gamble, but what I did was lose and then borrow money to plug the hole that I'd left by gambling. So if I went out and lost £1,000, the fob teas or whatever, or online casinos, I would try and find somewhere I could borrow £1,000 from, so I got myself back to parity. So therefore, mentally, I was on a par, which was stupid because all it meant is that the loss went from being £1,000 to £1,000 plus whatever interest I ended up paying. So I can't tell you what to do because I did it in the worst possible way. What I will say is that you need to anyway. Sorry, guys. The wife's just come home, so I shall disappear off for now. Thank you very much for all your support, and I'll let you know when the next stream will be. All right. See you again, and yeah, I'll see you soon in a bit.